Hey guys, this is Cam315 and I'm back out of another video joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf.
Sup?
And Dragon Quest is back, guys. Dragon Quest is back. So for my Dragon Quest fans, it's back. I'm back off my much needed break. Thank goodness next week or this upcoming next week, I'm having spring break, so double the break. But I am back with Dragon Quest. Again, if you've been following my Dragon Quest content, you obviously saw that I did not post an episode 20 review. The reason why, if you do not know, or if you did not see my channel update video last Wednesday, I actually got my lower wisdom teeth pulled. Yes, I still have to go back and get my top wisdom teeth pulled. And I think I'm actually gonna wait on that, because having your wisdom teeth pulled is not fun.
I believe you. I believe you. It never happened to me, but I can imagine how it feels.
Just think about non-stop pain where it's just God. Oh man, don't even get me started. The bleeding. Oh. But anyways, that was the reason why I did not do a Dragon Quest review last week. Again, sorry. Listen, things happen because we all have personal lives in our own lives doing this YouTube stuff too. But if you guys wanted to know and get my thoughts on episode 20, since I'm technically not going to be talking much about episode 20, if you want to get my thoughts about episode 20, I'm going to leave a video link to a full video I recorded Monday where I do talk about all the animes I cover for the week. And there are timestamps in the video, and I believe that my Dragon Quest review is the third to last video. So all you have to do is go into the description tab, look at the time where Dragon Quest is at the video, scroll to it, and you'll be able to get my thoughts on episode 20 of Dragon Quest, which I thought was a really good episode there. So if you want to get my thoughts on episode 20, go back to that video because I kind of don't want to rephrase what I said. But again, I'll say Dragon Quest episode 20 was good with what we got in that stuff. And I think my co-host can really much say the same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just what the characters were doing here. It just puts a big dumb grin on my face. especially with Leona. Especially with what Leona has been up to with Popp and stuff.
We're gonna get to this week's episode, which I believe we're gonna get maybe one or two filler episodes coming up or something like that. I'm guessing.
I think so.
Well, it's implied that it seems like we might be getting a time skip of some sort. Like maybe a few months time skip or maybe a few weeks time skip. I don't know. They specified in this episode that apparently we won't be seeing Mom for a while, so I'm guessing there's going to be a time skip soon. But we're not talking about next week. We're talking about this week. So this is Dragon Quest episode 21. I will say we are glad to be back talking about this show. So that's good. This episode was kind of a, I guess, eye-opening Mom episode where obviously we know from last week in order to free Leona, she had to do something that ended up breaking her magic bullet gun. And we try to see Bad Luck try to repair it, but it's not being repaired. So obviously Mom, she has nothing really going for her. She can't really use spells. And we find out too, we see that Marin, one of the Troika, is being held by Leona, and she's actually using a spell called Full Heal, which is the reference, I wouldn't say reference, but it's the exact same thing as the damn Pokemon item. And that's apparently the greatest spell she can do. We find out that she's also training to be like a sage in some sorts, so it's pretty cool. A sage, as well as being a princess. Great stuff. Yeah, Mom kind of sees this and she's kind of down a bit, and then she gets even further down from the standpoint seeing essentially Dai and Popp training with Uncle Matreviv. And we kind of get one thing. Popp knows another spell named Levy Zoom, which essentially makes him float, which is pretty cool. But Matreviv still beats him easily because Popp isn't that skilled with his spells yet. Dai also wants to know the spells, but essentially Matreviv is like, no, you're a hero. You don't need to learn spells because You're already strong as is. And essentially, he tells him, a long story short, the best thing you and your character, which you can have, is courage, which I think we all know Dai has a lot of courage.
Mm-hmm.
For Mom, when it looks like Matrovit's gonna pull the Master Roshi, Mom kind of stops that, and the thing Matrovit kind of points out, he's like, surprisingly, you have pretty, good strength, just like your father. And that kind of gets Mom's, light bulb, lit on what she wants to do in this, I guess, in her time of training. Because we know that obviously they have to get stronger to combat the Dark Army, because literally they barely came out of that last event with Lazard and the other Dark Army members alive, like just barely.
Mm-hmm.
So one, they're gonna just essentially just wait in camp until essentially, the Papnika kingdom can rebuild, and then they can get some weapons and stuff like that. But that's when Mom brings up the fact that she's gonna go away to train because she wants to train to become a martial artist, which is a very interesting thing. Okay, that seems like a pretty good support type of thing, even though Dai's kind of a mixture of the both of Mom and Popp. He's got the martial arts, I guess, type of stuff, as well as some of the spell type of stuff. What do you think about Mom's goal that she wants to do?
I can definitely see her doing that, since she does got some kicks.
Yes. Now, I think you want to... Well, actually, do you want to talk about the Dark Army stuff? Or do you want me to talk about it?
Go ahead, you got it.
Okay. Before we cut back to the funny business with the rest of the episode, we actually cut back to the Dark Army. And the thing is, we see this new character who's blowing this flute called the Reaper Flute. And we find out this guy with his little annoying ass buddy named Kilvern shows up. And we find out he's a personal assassin of Vern, which is funny that the first part of it says kill and then burn, but okay. The naming scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, essentially, the reason why he's there is, one, we find out he's got a frickin' Vern's key that can move their home base somewhere else, which we see them doing at the end of the episode. But he essentially also warns Hadlar. He's like, oh yeah, dude, buddy, if you, I don't know, can't kill Dai, I'll be back to kill you. He did the whole, which was hilarious and stuff like that. Also, we see Baron return back to their base, and he's like, I'm gonna be the next one to go against Dai. And Hadlar, he's like, no, you're not doing that, And he's like, why? Oh wait, it's because he's a Dragon Knight, isn't he? And, I'm guessing, from my stance, it feels like Hadlar doesn't want any of the other Legion commanders to maybe do what he can't do, and that's try to successfully kill Dai. Wouldn't you agree?
That did not cross my mind, but now that I think about it, you're right.
Because let's be honest, Hadlar, he doesn't take too kindly to some other Legion commanders. We know that in the past few episodes we saw, he's not a fan of some of them. Like when Hunicle was on them, he didn't like him at all. I don't think he likes Baron at all either, because he looks human as well. It could be a reason, I think maybe, again, last week, the number one thing brought up, or the number one speculation from last week's, ending of the episode is, what if this guy, Baron, has some sort of, I guess, not resemblance, but some sort of relationship to Dai in maybe a way where he's actually like related to him by blood or something like that.
Yeah, I actually made a theory about that one time on one of our recordings. I don't remember which episode, but I do remember he could.
I think it was when the Legion commanders were all first introduced in the series in this anime.
Yeah, he could be related to Dai, but
yeah.
But hey, That's just a theory.
Yeah,
A game theory. I'm just
yeah, it's a theory at this point, but I would not be shocked if he's some sort of related to Dai. He looks similar to Dai. I will say that, and it would make sense. And also, too, the question is, we don't know if he's a Dragon Knight himself.
I mean, he is kind of a dragon leader, so
Who knows? Or maybe he wants to talk to Dai to learn the power on how to achieve to become a Dragon Knight. That could be another thing. We don't know. But I'm very intrigued to see where this barren plot line is going.
he could be the last Legion commander that Dai has to face.
Could be. Well, it's seeming like Mr. Vern's gonna be the last Legion commander he's gonna go up against.
If not, probably the next one he'll have to face, or second to last.
Yeah. We don't know. It's just pure speculation. Like I said, I can't wait to see where this barren plotline goes, because we know from what we heard earlier from Yvonne, dragons are the strongest thing in the Dragonverse universe, from what I've heard. So that's definitely going to be a challenge, and it makes sense why our characters will have to get stronger and train. Now, do you care about explaining about what the rest of the episode is really about?
Oh yeah, this last part, like Mom is gonna be on her way, and she's saying her farewell, saying like, it's like it's just something that she wants to do for herself and to get stronger, stuff. And as she was leaving, Popp has that kind of sour attitude, like, and Leona notices that, and she's all, why the sour attitude and stuff? And Dai tells her, it's because he really likes Mom. and Popp was like, can you keep your mouth shut or what? And what did Leona say after that? Or
you can say what she forces Popp to do.
Oh yeah, she basically just tells Popp to tell her how he feels, because they might not see each other for a while, and and Popp was all like, I, and then he starts going after Mom.
I swear. You know, I guess Leona's not your typical princess. She is definitely a trickster and a joker.
Mm-hmm.
Because this entire episode, she's like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. And you just have Dai in the background. He's like,
you're really enjoying this.
And it's funny because at the end of the episode, she's like, he probably got turned down 70, but she's like, I guarantee you 70 to 80% he got turned down. And Dai's like, oh, now I know you're really enjoying this. I'm like, oh, she speaks so many funny facts when I guess you can say she kind of has a crush on Dai. She hasn't shown it, but I would not be shocked if she doesn't have a crush on Dai.
So far, Dai has shown more
affection for her. Yeah, I think Dai doesn't get to the point. I think Dai is not ready. I think too, she's like, I feel like if Dai were to say, I really like you, Leona, she'd be like, you're too short for me.
And he would have the same.
Instead of that, Dai gives the Odin disgusted look.
No. No.
If you guys don't know that reference, watch One Piece. I swear that episode was hilarious when he was like,
no.
Anyways, would you care to talk about? Do you want me to talk about the conversation between Popp and Mom?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, what happens after that whole funny Leona business? Popp actually uses Zoom to try to take her to the Ramos Mountains, but they actually go to the forest where they actually first met. And they kind of reminisce about, you know, them first meeting and stuff like that. And Mom goes in the fact telling Popp, like, you know, at first I thought you were just a sleazeball, coward, scumbag type of dude. But, you know, after all this time getting to know you, you're really a great guy and you're really strong and stuff like that. And Popp kind of gets emotional and stuff like that. And essentially, when it looks like, you know, and he also says some encouraging words to Mom as well about getting stronger and everything. But when it looks like Popp is going to say that, you know, I like you, you know, more than a friend type of way, he kind of does the typical trope, which it's funny enough because I remember watching last week Quintessential Quintuplets. One of the sisters actually broke that trope of where typically if there's a girl that's into the main character, they would just hide their feelings away. No, in Quintessential Quintuplets, one of the sisters, I won't identify which sister says it, but one of the sisters tells our main character in that show that they love them, which I was like, yes! And surprisingly, that was my favorite sister. But here, Popp doesn't do what the sister from the Quintessential Quintuplets do, and he's like, you're one of the best companions I've ever had.
I got out. I got out of my seat.
Damn it!
I got out of my seat.
And I was like, are we gonna get the fabled moment where he tells her that he cares about her, he likes her, and then she'll actually say something back, and she might kiss him? Oh yes, we're gonna get it! And then I'm like,
yo, can I get a ref?
And I'm like, fuck the anime trope of not telling people how you feel. I hate that shit.
Can I literally get a ref for that scene?
I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for romance. If you guys don't know, I am. My Hero Academia. I'm still waiting for freaking Deku no Chako to be a thing.
Same.
And I read the manga. Even though right now Deku's not in the best of shapes.
Welcome to I think that's a trope, especially for the Shonen Jump universe, because
yeah, until I'm guessing you're Dragon Ball or Naruto, where you officially make the romances canon, and then just finally pull the plug on them.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully by the end of this show, he'll have the courage to tell Mom, because he says the reason why he didn't tell her is because he feels like he's not strong enough yet, which, okay, I guess I can understand.
Yeah.
He wants, I guess, but at the same time, it's like, I understand you want this girl to see how strong you are, but one of the better thing is just have the girl like you for who you are.
Yeah, but we understand, right? We understand.
Yeah, you know, until we kind of find out more of the reason why Mom wants to train in martial arts, she doesn't want it to where Popp's always saving her again and again and again, which again is understandable. Again, I do like my strong-willed women characters.
And trust me, we love plenty of those.
Yes. But other than that, that's kind of all we had for the episode. It seems like next week, it looks like it's just gonna be filler. I don't know if it's like that's actually like from the manga of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai, or that filler episode is from the original. Again, it looks like it's filler for the time being, so the characters can get stronger. Hopefully we go, you know, maybe after this upcoming next week's episode, maybe we get an episode focusing on Mom's training. That would be good. So yeah, I figured that's what they're gonna do, and we'll probably come back. Oh yes, Hunicle and Crocodile see that the castle has moved. And what Crocodile's gonna do is go back to Patnika Kingdom to tell Dai and Popp what's going on. Hunicle's gonna follow them, but I think he's gonna lose the trail because literally we see at the end of the episode, the golem is essentially walking through the damn ocean on the way to, I believe what I said in my notes, this island called the Field of Death, which sounds like a great place to put a final battle. So yeah, okay. seems like it's gonna be very interesting to see where the story goes. We're probably gonna get some little bit of downtime. I'm still waiting for an episode where we get an episode centered around Di and Leona. And when I mean that, I need like a romance episode between the two. So far, either of the two have not hinted at any romance since we last saw them, or since they last saw each other from the island.
It's a Shonen Jump anime, dude. What do you expect?
Maybe I would just think Leona would be more, I guess you can say, maybe flirtatious with him.
Maybe someday. They're still kids. Technically.
Maybe she'll be maybe she'll start to be flirtatious after he saves the day and stop headlong for her. Maybe that's when. Because I think she did say, you know, until you become a hero, I won't recognize you as a dude, essentially. Or I won't call you a kid. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of here because my mom's calling me. So hopefully guys, you guys have a great rest of your night. And again, sorry, but don't worry, Dragon Quest reviews are going back to normal. Everything that was been going on the channel is back to normal. Gameplays, other reviews, they're all back to normal. So my schedule's back to normal now that I'm back. Other than that, guys, I think that's it. So this has been Camp 15
and the Red Wolf.
And we're signing out. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night or day or whenever you check out this video. Stay safe out there, guys. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.